Hey everybody! Have you ever dreamed of strolling along the Seine, croissant in hand, with the Eiffel Tower twinkling in the distance? Or maybe you picture yourself cruising down the French Riviera in a convertible, scarf blowing in the wind, on your way to a glamorous party? Well, guess what? This isn't just a daydream, because today we're taking a virtual trip to France and you're officially invited. That's right. Get ready to say oui to adventure as we explore the most incredible spots in France. We're talking iconic landmarks, hidden gems, delicious food, and all the charm you can handle. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-timer, this guide has something for everyone. So buckle up, grab your beret, optional but encouraged, and let's get this adventure started. Okay, let's be honest. You can't go to France without visiting Paris, right? It's like trying to bake a cake without flour. It just doesn't work. Paris is the heart of France, bursting with romance, history, and enough baguettes to build a bread fort, which, by the way, sounds like a fantastic idea. First up, the Eiffel Tower. I mean, come on, it's the ultimate symbol of Paris. Picture this, you're climbing to the top, the city sprawled out beneath you like a beautiful twinkling tapestry. You can practically hear the accordion music playing, and don't forget to snap a selfie. It's not a trip to Paris without at least 100 Eiffel Tower photos, am I right? Next, we're off to the Louvre Museum, home to some of the most famous works of art in the world. Now, I'm not exactly an art connoisseur, but even I can appreciate the Mona Lisa's mysterious smile. Plus, the Louvre itself is a masterpiece, with its grand halls and ornate ceilings. It's like stepping back in time. But Paris isn't just about grand monuments and museums. It's also about wandering the charming streets of Montmartre, getting lost in the maze of cobblestone alleys, and stumbling upon quaint cafes and quirky shops. You might even find yourself face-to-face with a street artist sketching portraits, or a musician serenading passers-by with a love song. It's the kind of place where magic happens, you know? Speaking of magic, have I mentioned the food yet? Paris is a foodie's paradise, with everything from flaky croissants and crusty baguettes to rich cheeses and decadent pastries. And let's not forget the macarons. Those colorful little bites of heaven are practically worth the trip alone. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Now I know what you're thinking. Paris sounds amazing, but is it really as romantic as everyone says? Well, let me put it this way. Even pigeons in Paris are in love. You'll see couples strolling hand in hand along the Seine, stealing kisses under the Eiffel Tower and whispering sweet nothings in cozy cafes. It's enough to make even the most cynical heart melt. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading south to the French Riviera, where the sun always shines, the water sparkles like 1,000 diamonds, and the air is filled with the scent of salt, sunscreen, and a hint of luxury. Think glamorous beaches, chic cafes, and maybe even a celebrity sighting or two. Our first stop? Nice, the capital of the Côte d'Azur. This vibrant city is a feast for the senses with its colorful buildings, bustling markets, and stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea. Stroll along the Promenade des Anglais, a legendary walkway lined with palm trees and grand hotels, and soak up the sun on the pebbled beaches. And don't forget to try saka, a delicious chickpea pancake that's a local specialty. Next, we're off to Cannes, home of the world-famous film festival. Picture yourself walking the red carpet, paparazzi flashing in your most glamorous outfit. Okay, maybe not quite, but you can still live out your movie star fantasies by visiting the Palais des Festivals, where the festival takes place. And of course, no trip to Cannes is complete without a day or two of lounging on the beach, sipping cocktails, and watching the yachts bob in the harbor. But the French Riviera isn't just about glitz and glamour. There are also charming villages nestled in the hills, like Aix and Saint-Paul-de-Vence, where you can wander through cobblestone streets, browse local art galleries, and enjoy breathtaking views of the coastline. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Whether you're looking to soak up the sun, rub shoulders with the rich and famous, or simply escape to a world of beauty and relaxation, the French Riviera has something for everyone. Get ready to be transported to another world, because we're about to visit Mont Saint-Michel, a magical island commune that seems to rise straight out of the sea. Seriously, it's like something out of a Disney movie, with its towering spire, medieval architecture, and dramatic tides. As you approach Mont Saint-Michel, you'll be struck by its sheer beauty and grandeur. The island is dominated by the Abbey, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture that dates back to the 8th century. Legend has it that the Archangel Michael himself appeared to a local bishop, instructing him to build a monastery on the island. And let me tell you, the Archangel had good taste in real estate. Once you cross the causeway, which disappears underwater at high tide, by the way, You'll feel like you've stepped back in time. Wander through the narrow, winding streets, lined with shops selling souvenirs, local crafts, and of course, those delicious Breton crepes. And don't forget to look up. You'll be rewarded with stunning views of the Abbey, the bay, and the surrounding countryside. Climbing to the top of the Abbey is a must-do. The views from up there are simply breathtaking, stretching for miles in every direction. You can see the vast expanse of the bay, the rolling hills of Normandy, and on a clear day, even the distant coastline of England. It's enough to make you want to shout "Vive la France" from the rooftops. But Mont Saint-Michel isn't just about the Abbey. The island is also home to a fascinating history, having served as a strategic stronghold, a pilgrimage site, and even a prison during the French Revolution. You can learn all about it at the island's museum, or simply by exploring its ancient walls and ramparts. So, whether you're a history buff, an architecture enthusiast, or simply looking for a unique and unforgettable experience, be sure to add Mont Saint-Michel to your French itinerary. Close your eyes and imagine. Fields of lavender stretching as far as the eye can see. Their purple blooms swaying gently in the breeze, their intoxicating scent filling the air. Now open your eyes because you're in Provence, a region in southeastern France that's as picturesque as a postcard, and smells even better. Provence is a feast for the senses, with its vibrant colors, delicious aromas, and warm, welcoming atmosphere. It's a place where time seems to slow down, where you can savor the simple pleasures of life, like sipping rosé under the shade of a plane tree, or indulging in a long, leisurely lunch at a charming village bistro. Of course, no trip to Provence is complete without experiencing the lavender fields in all their glory. From late June to August, these fields burst into bloom, transforming the landscape into a sea of purple. The best way to experience them is to simply wander through the rows of lavender, breathing in the sweet scent and soaking up the beauty. And don't forget to snap a few photos. Your Instagram feed will thank you. But Provence is much more than just lavender fields. It's also home to charming villages perched atop hills, their ancient stone houses bathed in golden light. Explore the narrow streets of Gordes, marvel at the Roman ruins in Arles, or lose yourself in the beauty of Roussillon, with its ochre-colored cliffs and vibrant art scene. And then there's the food. Oh, the food. Provence is a culinary paradise with its fresh, flavorful ingredients and Mediterranean influences. Indulge in aioli, a garlicky mayonnaise that's perfect with bread or vegetables. Savor the taste of ratatouille, a hearty vegetable stew that's bursting with flavor. And don't forget to try the local wines, from the crisp roses to the full-bodied reds. Provence is also a region steeped in history and culture. Visit the Palais des Papes in Avignon, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that was once the seat of the papacy. Prepare to be enchanted, because we're off to the Loire Valley, a region in central France that's straight out of a fairy tale. Imagine majestic castles rising from the mist, their towers reflected in the tranquil waters of the Loire River. Picture lush vineyards stretching as far as the eye can see, their grapes ripening under the warm sun. And imagine yourself, of course, as the royalty you are, exploring this magical land. The Loire Valley is often called the Garden of France, and for good reason. It's a region of rolling hills, fertile valleys, and dense forests, crisscrossed by the winding Loire River. And scattered throughout this idyllic landscape are hundreds of chateaux, each more impressive than the last. From the Grand Chambord, with its double helix staircase designed by Leonardo da Vinci himself, to the elegant Chenonceau which spans the Cher River, to the romantic Villandry with its stunning gardens. Each chateau has its own unique charm and history. You can easily spend days exploring these architectural wonders, imagining the lives of the kings, queens, and courtiers who once called them home. But the Loire Valley isn't just about castles. It's also a region renowned for its wines. The Loire River creates a unique microclimate that's ideal for growing grapes, and the region produces a wide variety of wines, from crisp whites like Sancerre and Pouilly-Fumé to elegant reds like Chinon and Bourget. Be sure to visit a few wineries, sample the local vintages, and maybe even bring home a bottle or two, or 10. Well, there you have it, folks. We've explored the Eiffel Tower, strolled the French Riviera, been awestruck by Mont Saint-Michel, smelled the lavender fields of Provence, and wandered through the fairy tale castles of the Loire Valley. And we did it all without leaving our seats. Okay, maybe we didn't go to France, but it felt pretty real, right? Now I know what you're thinking. Ellen, this is all amazing, but where do I start? Well, that's the best part. France has something for everyone, so no matter what kind of adventure you're looking for, you're sure to find it there. Just remember to pack your appetite, your sense of adventure, and maybe a phrasebook or two, unless you're fluent in French, in which case, I'm super impressed. And before you go, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite part of France is, or if you have any must-see spots I should check out on my next trip. Until then, bon voyage and happy travels.